as we will be preparing for the election as the election management body. As we do that, we will also make sure that our people as a country are informed through various platforms. I can say yourselves as journalists, you also play an important role to disseminate information that is required. We all normally and always deploy voter educators. We also use other platforms, radio stations, and other such platforms that are effective in giving out information to the electorate to prepare them for the day.
Okay. And then second...
So that, no, you are now in Utloile primary school. That's where you're voting. So this is the process that we are doing now. And in any case, the facilities that I've spoken about can also be used to check by individuals the star 265 where they are, because it will tell you exactly where you are placed, even after this inspection period. Because after the inspection period, what is going to happen? We are going to compile. Remember, we compiled this voter registration, voters' rolls specifically for this purpose, and we are still going to compile the final voters' roll for the election after the inspection. So in other words, the inspection, it corrects and feeds into the final production of the voters' roll.
Okay. And then there are some people who are claiming that their names are no longer appearing even after checking with the star 265 facility, but previously they were able to access their registration status.
Okay. If we have got such situations, the voter can come to ZEC and tell us, then we will then check by making you fill a form, a prescribed form, then also check and make sure that we correct. The bottom line is that all the anomalies that are detected by the electorate, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission is ready to correct, and indeed it will correct to facilitate voting. Our mandate as an election management body is to enfranchise the voters, is to facilitate for voting. So I will do that and correct those.
Okay. And then
I think it is very important for the electorate at large and our people in Zimbabwe that recently we had a very important exercise, which is delimitation exercise. The delimitation exercise is an exercise that was done probably more than 13 years after the first delimitation in 2007, 2008. So what it meant that there was a lot of movement. The demographics have changed. People have moved, and therefore delimitation actually means demarcating the boundaries of wards, of constituencies, and as a result, there is a lot of movement that happens. So those people who may be voting, for example, at Utloile primary school, because of the delimitation exercise, they might be found themselves maybe now being placed at Mafakela primary school. I'm just giving as an example. Okay. So it's inevitable that there will be movement once a delimitation exercise is done. So probably some people could have gone to the wrong to the places where they usually vote, but because of the delimitation exercise, they might have moved. So there is no need really for anyone to press a panic button, because these anomalies that I'm talking about, they are going to be corrected. The ZEC is going to make sure that those who are registered and they have qualified to register as citizens of the country, then if there are any anomalies about their details, about their police stations, where they are supposed to be placed, ZEC is going to definitely correct that and they will be facilitated to vote come election day.
Okay, so are we not going to experience a situation where someone visits a polling station and they are told, no, you are no longer voting in this area? When is this information going to be communicated that your polling station has changed?
Okay, this is the process. This process enables a Novile to go and check that he is at Mafakela polling station. If he's not at Mafakela's polling station and he's still within the same ward, let's say Ward 2 or Ward 3, it means then you will be. Your question really on what you are saying, you are alluding to what you had the President of the country, His Excellency, saying in terms of getting ready to proclaim the election dates. What it means that for the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission as an election management body, that officially starts the election period. And that means that it will be an election period which will be followed by a number of activities, legal activities, for example. Once that has been done, the voters' roll will be, if His Excellency proclaims the date of election, the voters' roll closes 2 days after that, meaning that whoever registers after that, those 2 days after the proclamation, can still register but will not be eligible to vote in this year's election. So it means also that we are going to have the nomination court, where prospective candidates from councillors, members of parliament, in the National Assembly, in the Senate, presidential candidates, and of course, you know that the Constitution now provides also for the youth quota, the quota to cater for, also catering for the people with disabilities. So that process will definitely get underway. Once it has been done, the next process is to prepare the ballot papers, because we cannot prepare the ballot papers before we know the candidates, you understand? Because our ballot paper is defined by the photos of the candidates. So once that is done, then we'll start the process of the printing and distribution of the material. That is looking at both human and material resources that we need to put in place